How's it going, lads? Phil Potter here, and welcome to the 16th episode of Road to a Better Bollocks FC. Now, as you can see on your screen here, we pick up Nasri and we pick up Adler. So basically, we've improved both sides, which I'm happy enough with. But anyway, before we do dip our Samir Nasris into today's episode, if you're looking for some extremely cheap Ultimate Team coins, PSN codes, Microsoft points, any of that good stuff, then make sure you check out thegamekeys.co.uk. Their link will be in the description. And if you use the discount code Phil, you get a further 5% off as well, which is absolutely orgasmic. Almost as orgasmic as my kind of coldy voice I got going on at the moment. I don't know if you can hear it, but anyway, who gives a shite? We start off this this episode with a beautiful little goal. I was this guy was a decent enough player, but it's like I caught him by surprise. You know, it's like just flashing your Mickey at someone. I caught him by surprise with the skills, you know. But this episode is absolutely bizarre, and you'll see why. I'll just continue watching and you'll see, okay? But some lovely skills, lovely passing work from the lads here, and Samir Nasri almost scores a goal on his debut. The absolute beauty. Did you see the goal he scored in the Community Shield there for the Capital One Cup? Actually, sorry, Jesus, what am I talking about? What a goal it was. But Ben Arfa could not score in a bathtub full of fannies right there, and that would have, I just couldn't seal the game off here. You know what I mean? I was all over him, as you can see. I was all over him like a rash, but not just any rash, like a, I don't know, meningitis, right? Oh, Jesus, stop forcing it, Mark. I'm forcing it. But have a look at this from Remy. What an absolute heap of shite he is. He could not score in a swimming pool full of fannies like I saw on your screen there. And in the 88th minute, we break through once again, and fucking hell, David Luiz with a lovely little clearance with his heel. You know, he's just a Brazilian show-off, isn't he? I know he's a class player, I have to say. But anyway, we do win this first game 1-0. Absolutely all over him. 62% possession compared to his 38% possession. A win. We're in Division 3 now, so it's getting a little bit tougher. And I decided to switch over to my skill hybrid team now, and I've got Adler in goal. So hopefully he does a bit of damage, you know what I mean? Or not damage, no. Hopefully he just does the business. But we come up against a side with informed Benatia. I'd say he is an absolute monster. Balotelli and the likes, all those lads. But he breaks through in the 3rd minute with a long through ball, and take it away, Dikembe.
Not in my heart.
What an unbelievable save from that big German Adler. I absolutely loved it. And look at this for a miss from Aidan McGeady. He is absolutely shite. But is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Carl Pilkington.
Bullshit.
Jesus Christ, I came up with that there. Do you know what? I'm just not going to talk for the rest of the episode because it's not going to get better than that. But no, we'll continue on. I do concede in the 63rd minute from a dirty little header, and I was kind of messing around here. It's like when you fiddle with yourself and you don't even notice. I was trying to score, and I was acting the bollocks. Here's a prime example of what I'm talking about here. Instead of actually trying to score, I was flicking it over my head and doing this stuff. It's like when you're at the computer and all of a sudden your hand's down your jocks and you don't really know how that happens, because you're fiddling with yourself subconsciously, you know. But we break through here in the 75th minute, and thanks be to God, Carlos Eduardo, I nearly said Carl Pilkington there, scored a beautiful goal there, because I was talking through me hole and it kind of got me back on track now. So I'll continue on anyway. In the 87th minute, Aidan McGeady nicks it off his defender, and that is not couldn't score in a barrel of Fanny's moment. That right there is a Mark Philpott just completely and utterly bottled it moment. It wasn't McGeady's fault at all. It was me. I had no clue what I was doing, and I absolutely made a mess of it. So I suppose we don't lose, so it's not the end of the world. But we'll continue on here, and I use my French team. It's starting to become a nice, well-rounded side, like a football. You know, it's round. Oh Jesus, oh God, these jokes are getting worse and worse as we continue on. But we start off this game with one of my favourite kind of free kicks to do, because his wall was all over the shop, but unfortunately it came to absolutely nothing, you know. It's nearly a goal now, but not good enough. But Mavinga, here we go. Mavinga. That's basically all you'll see from Mavinga this episode, unfortunately. I saw a little moment where I could fit in the song, and I go, sure, you know what, I'll just chuck it in. But look at this. Oh, how do we miss this? It's getting ridiculous. What I was talking about here, the bizarre moment earlier on in the episode, is that there were so many moments where I couldn't score in a barrel of fannies, or whatever I like to say. But I do like this one. You wait till you see the replay of this goal. It's like Buffon was like, no. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my breath here. But in the 75th minute, Ben Arfa gets a look. Just have a look at these skills, and your nipples will be frothing, whatever that means. I don't know how that happens, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but that seems to happen quite a lot. I'm sure that's happened at least 5 times this commentary so far. I'm talking through my absolute hoop, but you have to give me a break, okay? Because I'm still kind of not feeling great, you know. I wanted to get a video up out. Oh my Jesus! Did you just see that on the screen? What an absolute wankalicious moment that was. But no, I'll just explain it. I was feeling quite sick at the weekend. I wanted to get a video up, but I couldn't. I was basically in bed. I was in bits, sweating through my hoop, dizzy, just all over the shop. But anyway, we do win that game 3-0, and that guy was actually quite a decent opponent, and I'm using my skill hybrid now. Basically, I'm just alternating each time. But look at this team I come up against, and now I'll admit my skill hybrid team isn't too strong. So when I saw this, I went, oh, sweet baby Jesus, good luck. And Wellington breaks through, and this is a moment where, you know, Wellington, how can you miss that? Oh, right, you can miss it. Wellington could not score in a limo full of fannies. Yes, you heard it right. It's a new one, I know. But look at that for a pass. That is absolutely spectacular. It's one of those moments, your hands are up, you go, fair play. That is an absolutely beautiful goal. He's all over me, really. He's got 7 shots, 7 on target. I'm lucky to be only 1-0 down at half time, you know. But in the in the 47th minute, we break through with Elliot, and it's a lovely little finish into the far corner. Nice simple goal. And I gave the lads 2 oranges each because I really needed them to step their game up, you know. And they did. And look at this for a beautiful move. Find Wellington, a beautiful stop and turn, and then obviously his keeper hadn't any oranges at half time because he was an arrogant bollocks. He only had to make 1 save. Actually, no, I think it was a shot off target in the first half or something. I can't even remember. But a lovely passing move here, and unfortunately Ronaldinho couldn't finish it off with it. Just a testicular, whatever. I meant to say spectacular, and I said testicular. A spectacular volley, unfortunately. So that game finishes 2-1, and I do sign upgraded Koscielny. It cost me 7,000 coins, which was actually the cheapest on the market. So I was like, feck it, you know, I'll just go for it. And we come up against a side here, and it doesn't look great. He's got Dante in there to mix things up. I was kind of going, yeah, easy peasy. But this was on Saturday morning, so I was feeling quite sick. But anyway, in the 14th minute, Remy uses his left foot and hits the crossbar. I've no idea why he didn't just open his body up, slot it in with the right foot, and it's a nice simple goal. But in the 40th minute, he hits the post with Boney, and then he got a Boney himself, if you know what I mean, when he scored that goal to make it 1-0. He watched all the replays, and it drove me ballistic. But this is quite a frustrating game because I was so sluggish. My hands weren't working, you know what I mean. I was sick. I recorded this on Saturday morning, so I'm already making excuses for myself. You know, I was just absolutely rubbish in this game, but I just couldn't score. Any chance I did get, it just wouldn't go in, and in other games it would have, you know what I mean. It was just ridiculous. And as I was pushing on, he ended up getting a third with Boney, which completely gave him, there's no more erectile dysfunction here, if you know what I mean. He had a full-on Boney. But this is just a complete onslaught here in the last 5 minutes. It just kind of typified my game, if you know what I mean. I couldn't score. Each shot was going straight at Hugo Lloris. Then look at that for a save. Holy moly. I need to get Hugo Lloris in this French team, actually. And then this here to tip just finalises it all. We could not score in a bus full of fannies. Did you see how many fannies were on that bus? Absolutely ridiculous. But we do lose 3-0, unfortunately. As you can see, I had 8 shots, 8 on target, but there were none really that were, you know, should have gone in, apart from maybe that header just at the end. But that's it for today's episode. I'm going to have to say that's probably the biggest disaster of a commentary I've ever done. My head is still all over the shop. I'm not 100% yet. But I was like, I'm going to get a video out for these lads because they're absolute top blokes. So I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, do leave a like. It helps you out so much. And I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. I love you.